your 3-year-olds, both colts and fillies, you tend to like to go straight to the guineas with them, like make their season. I think all of your 10 2000 guineas winners, they all went straight to the guineas on their seasonal debut.
Yeah, I suppose the weather can be, it's the weather really. It can be wet, the ground can be very soft, and often to win those trials you might have to be a little bit too hard on them than maybe you would ideally like to be. So it's kind of better if we can to do our own trials really and give them their own day away, and that's where the Curragh comes in, and like we always feel like it sets them up very well really.
Yeah, and like obviously you've proven there's no problem going to the guineas on their season.
No, and absolutely, like they're obviously good horses, obviously, and usually if they're good horses at 2, you know, you have a good chance that they'll progress on to being 3-year-olds really.
Yeah. A couple of your older horses at the Curragh as well at the weekend. Luxembourg, you seem to be happy with him.
Yeah, very happy with him. We're thinking of going to the Ganny with him. He's done very well physically. We're very happy with Curragh. He did a 7.5 furlong half speed up and followed up Wayne rode him, and he was very happy. And
he had his setback in the middle of the season last year. He did really well to come back and win the Irish Champion Stakes.
He did, yeah. We didn't think he would run anymore really, and he got a run at the Curragh again, left and right for the Irish Champion, and that was a very good race. And obviously it took his toll a little bit on him because he was rushed back for it, and he went to the Arc then and ran well, but we felt maybe wasn't at his best in the Arc.
And do you think he can be a better 4-year-old?
Oh yeah, there's no doubt. Yeah, everything looks much stronger, bigger, powerful. Everything about him this year looks. Yeah, we're very happy.
Yeah, and Pont Lansdale as well. You're happy with him?
Yeah. He didn't. He wasn't at the track since the Guineas last year. Seamus rode him and he was very happy, so he'd maybe start in the Moors Bridge or something like that.
And like he's a horse, as you say, we hadn't seen him in a little while, so he's a likely race horse.
Yes,
but you think that he's got lots of potential.
Yeah, very, and middle distance horse, kind of 1.25 miles plus horse, we think. He's a brother to Broome, might be a bit quicker than Broome.
Yeah, and changing of the guard, he's a nice middle distance horse as well.
Yeah, he's going to get 1.5 miles well, and we'll probably train him for the Coronation, maybe a run or that before it, and then see where we go. But he's a horse going to stay very well.
Yeah. Emily Dickinson, she won the Lochbrand Stakes last season and probably improved for stepping up to 2 miles for that.
Yes, yeah, we felt she stepped up a lot. She's out with Chiquita. She's very well. She's wintered very well. We thought we would go the 2 kind of Oaks, or the 2 Gold Cup trials, one at Leopardstown, one at Navan first, then Leopardstown, and have a look at the Gold Cup with her.
Yeah, that's the route that Kiprios took last year, and that proved a good route.
Exactly, yeah, and we always felt that it works well for the Gold Cup, so that's what we're thinking of doing with her.
Yeah, and Kiprios, we might not see him for a little while.
No, he had a bit of a complication with a joint, and it's just not settling. His joint had to be flushed a couple of times, and it's just being a little bit complicated at the moment, and we just obviously don't want to rush him, so we won't rush him for the Gold Cup, and hopefully he might be there for the autumn.
And what he achieved last year, he was astonishing, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's an amazing horse really, and he was only a 4-year-old, you know, so he definitely should have been better this year and the year after, you know, so he's a very, very good horse.
Yeah, and Tenebrism, very fast filly as well.
Very, very fast, very happy with her. She's going to go sprinting. We think she could be a very good sprinter this year.
And like obviously we're learning as the season progresses, but like, are you learning a little bit about these horses too as they're racing?
Oh yeah, very much so. We learned so much about them at home, but it doesn't really matter what they do at home. It's when they go to the track, and then obviously we all learn together, and you see it at the same time as we do really.
And when these horses are making their seasonal debuts, like do you look forward to that? Are you a bit nervous?
Oh yeah,
when
no, very much so, because you're never sure what's going to happen, and like it doesn't matter what's happening at home until they go to the track and see it then. But it's always something to look forward to see them coming out, especially the first time at 3, from see what has happened over the winter. Are they going to put that into the track then, you know? So it's very exciting really.